Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. As I've been coming here to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide, again here for this, but now showing you, concentrating on the Shia side, right? Shia tafsir of the Quran ayats. Hope you can hear me. There's some buffering here and a lot of rudeness, subtle and blame and things like that. Look what we have to go through. The Muslims sadly don't understand, don't even get how to do their research, it seems. Like one Muslim has come recently here, and last night also, very rude, a lot of rudeness, like terrible. I wish I wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't want to be like a Muslim like this. He says talking absolute nonsense, right? On my this one day ago live stream, how the Quran exposes Prophet Muhammad's betrayal, but how the Shias and Sunnis, defend him. So on this, there are 128 views, and last night someone was telling me that I'm the only one. So I said I hardly give, prior notification. So at that time there could be no one, but later on, look how many views are there, and I have 5 likes here. One is mine, right? So sadly, this person doesn't know how to Ibrahim Sailji, 307. This person doesn't know. Talking absolute nonsense. Look at this. So thank God I'm not like them. These kind of Muslims. I was a Shia Muslim and searching, a truth seeker also, searching about my religion and questioning because many things in the Quran are not there that we used to practice and believe in, like the 12 Imams' names are not in the Quran, and the Sunnis also kept asking about this. There was conflict. There were also some false rumors against the Shia belief and the Shia acts in Karachi when I was there in Pakistan, spread in Karachi against the Shias. But so, always questioning, like, why doesn't, like, the Sunnis would question, then if the imamate is so important after Prophet Muhammad, then why didn't Allah put all the 12 imams' names, as the 12 Shias believe they have 12 imams, God chosen, Allah has chosen. Why aren't their names in the Quran? And most of the ayats are like, do not associate with Allah, and it is an unforgivable sin deed to associate with Allah anyone or anything, and you associate, you call on Ali. So then I did my research. So there was this wasila, and tawassul is from wasila, dua tawassul. Shias say they can call on Ali for help, and Sunnis say no, this is shirk, unforgivable, polytheism, associating with Allah. Do not call on anyone other than Allah or besides Allah, the Quran ayats, right? So the Quran differs from the Shias in many ways than the Sunnis. So it was difficult. And now I see that what the Shia religious scholars told us is that they have done thorough research and sincere, honest research on this Quran and Islam. And so the 12 for Shia Islam is the true Islam, not even Ismaili Shia Islam. This is what the 12 Shias, religious scholars, eminent, classic, old times have told us. After Imam Mahdi went into occultation, the 12th Imam of the 12 Shias, and the alims or religious scholars have stuck to this, that this we have done a thorough, honest research, and I found them failing in this, that, exposing how Prophet Muhammad betrayed us in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. O Prophet, why do you forbid that which Allah has made lawful for you? You seek to please your wives, and Allah is forgiving, merciful. Okay, so I explained this in many of my live streams, old ones and now the new ones, and with Sunni and Shia tafsirs on Surah 11, Ayat 12 also, and again on Surah 66, Ayat 1. He's a false prophet, and how the Shias take Surah 33, Ayat 1, when Allah is addressing the prophet. They say that the followers of the prophet, holy prophet, were addressed through him. Right? So this ayat, why would it be like this? I had a look at it and how my research is. And I've been showing you as, like it's online, I show you the method. This is my research, right? So, question, would Allah ever addressing a prophet be addressing the followers of the Holy Prophet through him? Right? Addressing the followers. Now here, he could say, if he wants to say, addressing the followers of the Holy Prophet, that would be the believers, Quran, right? So this way, and it seems that someone, a Muslim, has not had enough of disrespect and all this towards me. Look at the hatred, look at the things we get, right? As if we are the criminals and we're giving absolute, there's nothing as absolute nonsense. So he doesn't even know. If he's a Muslim, he should not say absolute, right? So I could have some truth, but the religious scholars cannot, and some falsehood, some errors, some not making sense, like illogical stuff. And then I can do this. I can afford to do this here, even in public, and then correct myself. And there's nothing like absolute. Only Allah is absolute for the Muslims. So look at the shirk he's committing, or the injustice, shall we say. He is, the nonsense he's saying is absolute. My nonsense is absolute, right? So a very careless, a very callous statement made also. Can anything be absolute? Can be a deep nonsense, right? So if I've used that word absolute, then I also condemn myself. But in this Quran ayat, like I could say, it's nonsensical, right? Wholly, completely nonsensical. Even the ayats that which make sense and don't have errors, but they don't matter. So look at the callousness, the rudeness, and look at the, this, I hope I never become like this, only in my madness I could be like this, right? So being a Muslim, a Shia, according to my own belief, Shia belief, I was a Shia, a Muslim, a believer, not according to the Sunnis who take us as kafirs, but according to Azhar University, before even King of Jordan brought all the religious leaders together and said, this would be takfiri to call even an Ismaili Shia a kafir, disbeliever. In the Amman conference held by King Jordan in Amman, Jordan. And the Muslims are doing this also. Some Muslims, you can see on social media. Oh, you were never Muslim, you were never a believer, forget a believer, you were a kafir, disbeliever, and all this. So, to say this again, and recently, when, this is, shows their hatred, their nonsense, themselves, that they are full of garbage, that they are putting it on others like this. How shall I put it? Wicked. I'm not a criminal, right? I come here to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide. And how could it be that this Quran ayat where there is, O Prophet, addressed to the Prophet, to be addressed to the followers of the Holy Prophet? Show me an ayat in the Quran that proves that addressing the Prophet would be addressing. Show me an ayat, and step by step, like I do, I show, trying to go step by step where I can to show, right, that this is wrong, or this is an error. Just on the top of your head, like, oh, he was sent, so this is a message conveyed. This is a message, like last night on my previous live stream, a Muslim was saying this, and they left saying, take care, and you stop, you're contradicting yourself, so stop doing this, or things like that. The way, sorry, it's rude, and this is not the... even this person coming saying I'm a debater, but you're an agnostic, you haven't told me, and just conflict. They just want, these argumentative people, they just want the argument to go on, and to put you in this conflict and keep you there. Ongoing conflict. Argumentative people. They don't want to find a solution. So he said it, right? He came with his Ahmad, his Muslim name. Don't know how far it is true or what, but this is what it is. He came with the Muslim name, telling me, then later on telling me he's an agnostic and he's a debater. Just for the sake of debate, I'm not doing this. I'm a truth seeker. I'm doing this for the sake of truth, not just for the sake of arguments or conflicts, just, argumentative and all this to debate. I'm doing this for the sake of truth. And I was a Muslim for the sake of truth, that my religion was true, and still questioning, because there are other religions, questioning what will Allah do to them. Will you also this, right? How can my 12, although I believed in it due to Imam Hussein and all this, right? The way I was taught to believe in Shia Islam, yet questioning their other religions. How can, and doing the research, but I bought a Bible, thank God. I found I found a shop in Karachi, bought a Bible. And so my research is for the truth, for helping the Muslims see and decide for yourself. And when I say this is nonsensical, that it doesn't go with logic. I can't find a better word. Because, in my condition, and so I have questioned my religion. Honest, sincere. Yeah, don't go like this. And even Peshawar nights, right? There are ahkams, there are methods, what you call it, of debating, discussing, having a dialogue between Sunni and Shia. Our religious alims would say, don't bring your emotions in the way. When it's logical, it should be logical. Don't bring your emotions. Okay, you honor Prophet Muhammad, but we shouldn't. Or Fatima more than Aisha, or but don't bring your emotions in the way when you're having a dialogue. So Peshawar Nights, see how they had to dialogue and discuss between Shia and Sunni long time ago in India. Sultan al-Waiz in Shirazi book. Now it's in book form, 300 years in praise of Ali. So they decide how to do the dialogue, right? So let's see. Where's the translator's preface? So I had the book in my hands in Karachi. I had bought the book. Like, you know how see how they and no, okay, maybe not in this. Where shall I find how a person does research? Shia research. This is some things. I think this is methods. There etiquettes involve Shia research methods and dialogue and discussion. Civilized manner. With others. Dialogue and discussion play a crucial role in Shia scholarship, fostering understanding and addressing challenges within the Shia community and beyond. Includes interfaith, and this interfaith dialogue, how they are held, how they should be performed, particularly with Christians and other religious groups, and intra-Shia dialogue to address internal issues and promote unity. So criticizing this way without evidence and just saying absolute nonsense is not even the way of Muslims, right? Shouldn't be. And now we're going to see what is the method? What is the method? Is the history study, understanding the historical development, social field, dialogue and discussion, interfaith dialogue, how it should be held with the religious communities and religious scholars, other intra-Shia dialogue, productive way, constructive, productive way, respectful, not attacking, personal attacks, no personal attacks. So it doesn't give me much in detail the way I wanted. Promoting intellectual engagements, build bridges of understanding. But they haven't. The Shias have failed to come here and do this with me. Even the Shias. And the Sunni way of holding dialogues and discussions. So there was the Sunni approach. Thank God AI has overview. The Sunni approach also to dialogue and discussion emphasizes respect, honesty, and active listening. It encourages a calm and measured approach, focusing on finding common ground and mutual understanding rather than seeking to dominate or impose one's views. Thank you, AI overview. Honesty, core principles in Sunni approach. Honesty and sincerity. Interlocutors should be truthful and avoid manipulation or deception. Respect and kindness. Discussions should be conducted with gentleness and respect for the other person's opinions and feelings. Also, active listening. Pay attention to the other person's perspective and allow them to fully express their thoughts before responding. Calm and measured delivery. Speak clearly and calmly, avoiding excessive speed or emotional outbursts. Focus on common ground. Aim to find areas of agreement and understanding before addressing points of disagreement. Right? I mean, this is in Sunni dialogue and discussion, interfaith, or between, between the madhabs, Sunni, different madhabs in Sunni Islam, and that's what I mean by interfaith, and Shia and Sunni. Also, avoidance of harmful language. Refrain from using insults, slander, or offensive language, or exaggerating against someone. Exaggerative language, words. Consideration for context. Recognize that the time, place, and the social standing of the individuals involved can influence the tone and approach of a dialogue. Flexibility, openness. Be willing to adjust one's views and approach based on new information or perspective. My goodness. Seeking truth, the ultimate goal of dialogue. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm kind of tired, but here I am again. The ultimate goal of dialogue should be the pursuit of truth and understanding. I'm here again because, even after resting, I feel tired, chronic fatigue, and depletion of my energy. Empathy and understanding. Try to understand the other person's perspective and motivations. Practical applications. Smiling and greeting. Starting a conversation with a smile and greeting, salam, can set a positive tone. Speaking clearly and concisely. Avoid speaking too quickly or using jargon that the other person might not understand. Respecting elders and superiors. Acknowledge the seniority or status of those involved in the conversation. Avoiding argumentation, debates, like this person came, Ahmad, last night in my previous live stream. Oh, I'm just here for the debate. I'm an agnostic. But he's got a Muslim name. Ahmad. I think it was, right? Ahmad. A Muslim name. Avoiding argumentation. Focus on constructive dialogue rather than engaging in heated arguments. Seeking beneficial outcomes. Strive to have a positive and beneficial impact on the conversation and the relationship between the participants. By adhering to these principles, individuals can engage in more productive and meaningful dialogues, fostering greater understanding and harmony. Methods of dialogue styles in the Quran. So this I don't agree to, but how Allah puts down the disbelievers, and I'm not going that far. So this was my religion, although at times I do say eminent religious scholars, Shia, Sunni, Maududi. At one time I was saying, with due respect to Maududi or due respect to Sahih International, like that. But sorry, you're wrong. This is, sorry, but this is ridiculous, or this is illogical, right? Because it was my religion. It hurts me, right? I have been betrayed, but of course, I can get angry and upset, but in this, right? But I don't have to take lives and all this, or harm people just because they've left, or insult people as if we're criminals, we're the liars, I was a researcher, truth seeker. So it doesn't even seem to be coming from a Sunni here then, what AI has given, right? Look at this person. No, he's not you should be told off by your Sunni or Shia. So it's not even in Sunni to have dialogues like insulting and being lying and all this, right? Personal attacks and who is listening to you here and I'm the only one and uh, you know all this, because I don't give prior notice anymore. Even 15 minutes prior notice I don't give, so my subscribers cannot be here. I cannot expect my subscribers to be here, even when I was angry and saying that maybe what kind of thing is this. I have 1,000 subscribers and 1.05k subscribers, and none of them are coming here. And then I realized recently, but before that, like, okay, that I come without the prior notification that I'm coming live stream. And another thing is, but what about afterwards? You don't like, so that's okay if you don't like. And but see, it shows me that my subscribers have not taken my channel seriously, nor my live streams, nor my time that I give to help the Muslims seriously. God knows what this world is about. It's getting terrible on the social media. I would, a long time ago, avoid people. I would avoid people. Such hypocrisy and rudeness and selfishness. Giving importance to the material values, even as Shias I've seen, and not the human being's life. Even if they are your sister, your brother, your daughter, your child, your sons. This is what we are actually, I realize now, and may I never be like this. Even in madness, even though personality disorders and all, I've tried my best to correct myself. I prayed, and we've got manners, prayers, akhlaq, for improving our manners. Long time ago in 1988, I got the Shia book, dua book supplication, akhlaq, makramal, how to humble yourself, how to act, how to be humble towards people, and not to think as if you are sinless, others are sinners, and putting them down like that. Oh, she got cancer because must be karma or must be her sin. Karma is from the Hindus, though. We wouldn't say this kind of a thing. We would not even think like that. Think like that. So I was afraid to say Allah. I bear witness. In my dua books, when I start to get afraid, like, I'm too, can I bear witness? Something inside of me was saying that I can't express right now, telling me I cannot bear witness to Allah. That Allah that we don't know, for the Shias, He's above His creation, existence. He exists in His own way, He knows. How can I bear witness to such an Allah? Even for my supplication desire to be a good person, to be lively, to be, for the livelihood, I would put lively. Oh Allah, make me lively. Not for people, in that, so that I don't bring the people down in depression and my mood is off and it shows on my face, bring them down. So God gave me a very lively principle in St. Joseph's College. And a lively feeling, a good feeling. So I came out of that depression. She was my sedative. She was, I didn't tell her on her face because I didn't want to burden her. And she was my peace. She gave me peace. Maybe, and because I was a Shia, right? So I would look at Surah Taha, the mother, or Surah Yusuf, and Surah Taha, and when Yusuf and his father Yaqub meet, he was crying. So the mother of Moses. You see, nothing could console the mother of Moses. So, does not name, but narrates the story. Where's that piece? So I have to state for a number of years. Tranquility. Mother's anxiety and eventual tranquility after entrusting him to the river. When Pharaoh's men found Musa as a baby, his sister suggested they find a wet nurse, leading them back to their mother, bringing her peace of mind and preventing further distress. Surah Taha 38 to 40. Right, so this maybe however, the people might say, oh, why would the Prince of Allah, Surah Yasin, but so even not only the people, like the some Shias would question, why is the principle bringing peace to you? That is not right, because they maybe only see that God, by the names, reciting the names of Lord, can you find peace? That's also in Surah Taha, the later ayat. In the remembrance of Allah do hearts find peace, right? Where is it? Or it's in the remembrance of the names of Allah, or Allah do hearts find peace. So we have a dua also, Shia dua. Oh Allah, restore me to my whoever I love, because we're separated or something, and like you restored Yaqub to Yusuf. Do hearts find peace? So some Shias and Muslims, Sunnis, would give me this Quran ayat and say Why are you not at peace? Why is someone else giving you peace, bringing you peace in your heart? Oh, it's in Surah Rad, Surah 13, Ayat 28. And those who believe and whose hearts find comfort in the remembrance of Allah. But they totally disregard this. They would disregard this for me. Some wasila Allah has chosen, and she's not an imam. She's not, but she's a human being, and hearts find. So, Surah Taha, Ayat 38 to 40. What about this? So, because she was Moses' mother, they would say that she was inspired. She had a wahi, or hayna, to your mother what is inspired you are, right? Saying, cast him and bestowed upon love from me, even though, but Allah bestowed love on Moses, yet we favored you, sisters. Shall I direct you to someone? And then where's that retaliation decreed? And we restored you to your mother that she might, what is the ayat? Can't find it here. So we restored you to your mother. Don't know what they give really. People are so, Muslims also. We reunited you with your mother so that her heart might be at peace. Where is it? I don't know. They're not giving me this. I can't see it. Okay, wherever it is. Look at the Quran.com now. It's not giving me. Oh, my Islam has given me. 40th ayat. And we favored you when your sister went and said, shall I direct you to someone who will be responsible for him? So we restored you to your mother that she might be content and not grieve. So there is a time when Allah restored Moses to his mother. She was grieving for him. And this is how Allah put tranquility in her. Allah did not say, remember my name, remember me while you are separate from your child, your baby. And so, oh mother's heart, remember me and find peace in that, like Allah has put in Surah Rad ayat, right? Oh, here it is. Surah Rad ayat 28. I don't know if Quran.com is going to open. It was slow last time, just before coming here live stream. Those who have believed and whose hearts are assured by the remembrance of Allah, surely, unquestionably, I'm reading my old translation, unquestionably by the remembrance of Allah, hearts are assured. satisfied, mutma'in, I think it means. And another one, right, in Surah Taha, in the remembrance of Allah. Surah Taha. I think it is in Surah Taha. Also, there is a verse on this. It's not in the end. But whoever turns away from my reminder will certainly have a miserable life. Then we'll raise him. Oh, this is the last. Oh, I thought it was in Surah Taha, but right now I can't find it. So whoever turns away from will be depressed and have a depressed life. And whoever turns away from my remembrance, then indeed for him is a life straightened, and we will gather them. Oh, it's like this here. He will say, "My Lord, why have you raised me blind while I was seeing? Thus signs come to you, and you forgot them. This day you are forgotten and see." And thus do we recompense those who transgress, not believing our signs. Had it not been for a word that went forth before my Lord. So be patient over what they say and exalt with praise of your Lord before the rising of the sun and before its setting and during periods of the night and at ends of the day, that you may be satisfied, that you may attain happiness. It's written like this. And do not extend your eyes towards that by which we have given enjoyment to categories of them, the splendor of the worldly life by which we test them. And the provision of your Lord is better and more enduring. Like, I love these eyes, so if you're poor, and enjoin prayer upon your family and be steadfast, ask for not provision. We ask you not for provision, we provide for you. He's the best provider. The best outcome is for the righteous. So wait, for you will know who are the companions of the sound path and who is guided. For you will know, each one of us. They say, why does he not bring us a sign from his Lord? Has not a clear sign. Now Allah answers them properly in this ayat, Surah Ayat 133. Has not a clear sign come to them of all that was in the former books of Revelation? So of all that was. So every clear sign here should be in the former scriptures, but it is not. Even Isaac and Ishmael, which one was sacrificed. Different story in the Bible, different story in the Quran, but some say that since the Ishmael or the son of Abraham is not named in the Quran, so it is Isaac, not Ismail. Isaac, not Ismail. So be patient over what they say and exalt with praise of your Lord. I wish it was just this, like a religion, but it's so much more, and there's so many errors and such violence and hatred. Surah Mumtahana, Ayat 4. It's not only this. as I would wish it was. So now another thing is, you see, we cannot trust Prophet Muhammad because he's turned out to be a false prophet, according to my research. And Surah 66, Ayat 1, Surah 5, Maida, Ayat 87, Surah 21, Ayat 27, the Shia Tafsir, I agree that those are the messengers of Allah, the prophets of Allah, who do not speak before Allah speaks and who act according to Allah's command in all things, right? So these few ayahs and more, like going to please his wives and all this, right? Also would be the Prophet is told not to hearken, not to comply with the wishes of the unbelievers and the hypocrites. Yet when these wives of his annoying him or going against him, he should became unbelievers and hypocrites, right? So he should not have gone pleasing them. Although the word is different word used in Surah 33 Ayat 1 than in Surah 66 Ayat 1, right? And he should not even be pleasing his wives by forbidding himself what Allah has commanded, what Allah has made lawful for him, even the good things like in Surah Maida Ayat 87. So this should be addressed to the Prophet, since he's done this in Surah 66 Ayat 1, complying with the unbelievers and the hypocrites. Now, according to some Muslim Islamic sources, even the Quran ayat, which is about fast, going to your wives, right, during fast, translation, where is it, how much? Makruh, reflections, distort diets. The word of Allah cannot be changed, although in Surah Fat they wish to change the words of Allah. The Bedouins, and where was I going? The wrong change to statement other than. This is about the Jews who changed, and those who wronged changed those words to a statement other than. Surah 2, Ayat 59. They changed their words wrong, but those who wronged changed those words to a statement other than that which had been said to them. So we send down upon those who wronged a punishment. So it's a wrong to change the statements of Allah. Right? This is a little bit help from Quran.com. Thank you, Quran.com. But change those who wronged. Zalamu. The word, qawlan, other than. Is it the word of Allah? Of course it has to be. But look at the ambiguity also, the word. Maybe in the previous ayat. So I had to look. So it's wrong to change the words of Allah. So Allah should make sure that who is addressing, he's only addressing that person. And of course there is ambiguity in the verses that Allah has revealed. They say, right? So there is ambiguity. Many, many verses. Righteous is not that you turn your face in Angel's book. So I was trying to do a research on this again, but whoever overlooks his brother safe, we have, where is it? Trying to change the words of Allah. Can they change the words of the Quran? So the meanings of the words of the Quran addressing Prophet, yes, they have done it, right? Although there is not an ayat against the Muslims trying to change the word of Allah, the hypocrites, Muslim believing hypocrites. Wherever you be will overtake you, death. So I'm trying to, but this is what I'm going to show you again on how the words and all in this are changed. Okay, and Surah Nisa ayat I found 78. So it tells these disbelievers are saying, wherever you may be, death will overtake you, even if you should be within towers of lofty construction. But if good comes to them, they say this is from Allah. And if evil befalls them, they say this is from you, meaning, O Prophet Muhammad, say all things are from you, from Allah. All things, even the evil that befalls you is from Allah. So what is the matter with those people that they can hardly understand any statement, right? So this Allah also knows. So Allah should not have been alluding to things indirectly or implying things. He should be explicit. There are many problems like this, right? That Allah knows. What is the matter? We hardly understand any statement. So please then be very clear, like Allah says that He is clear. In Surah Anam ayats. Look at Surah Anam ayats, right? We're going to do now Surah 6 ayat 115. And the word of your Lord has been fulfilled in truth and in justice, right? None can alter his words. None can alter his words. Sorry about this, it's coming in the way of the ayats, the translations of the ayats. So, and the word of your Lord has been fulfilled in truth and in justice. None can alter. So none can alter his words. And he is hearing the knowing. And if you obey most of those upon the earth, they will mislead you from the way of Allah. They follow not except assumption, and they are not but misjudging. Right? So they're just assuming and conjecturing or misjudging. Right? You can see or lying, guessing. Guessing is yakhrusun or assumption, zana, right? Zana. Okay. Indeed, your Lord is most knowing of who strays from his way, and he is most knowing of the rightly guided. So eat upon which the name of Allah has been mentioned if you are believers in his ayats, revealed law. Is it ayats? Be-ayat-hi. Verses, ayats actually are signs and all this, yeah, verses. And why should you not eat of that upon which this is not important, right? But then, which ayat here? And leave what is apparent of sin and what is concealed thereof. Indeed, those who earn sin will be recompensed for that which they used to commit. But the believers sometimes Allah forgives and overlooks. And do not eat and dispute with you. Indeed, do the devils inspire their allies. This part of the ayat is very important. So what are the devils doing? Inspiring by wahi. Inspiration, like Allah inspired Moses, his mother, right? So the same way shaitan inspires, right, to their friends. And indeed the devils inspire to their friends. So they dispute with you. They dispute with you. So if you come here as a disputant, then you're like the Satan and his friends. You want to be like what the devil wants you to be, inspiring to their friends so that they dispute with you. So this is what time and again I've said, do not come here as a disputant. come here first, civilized manner, cooperate, understand, see what I'm showing, not as a disputant. However, for this point, so that was for my live streams and these live streams. For this point now, it is that the devil also inspires, right, his friends to dispute with the others. So the inspiration. لَيُوحُونَ. لَيُوحُونَ. So he's not making them guess. He's not making them what Allah said previously in the Surah An-An'am ayat, that they only guess and they only conjecture. Actually, these friends of the devils are inspired by the devil. This is an inspiration. This is not guesswork. This is not conjecture. So the devils also inspire their friends to dispute. And you obey them, indeed you be the polytheist. But if you obey them, indeed you be the polytheist. You would be the polytheist. Right? Now how can you tell that this is an inspiration from the devil or an inspiration from Allah? So if it's an inspiration from Allah, it would not put you in a disputant way, right? You would be in a very understanding way, understanding like the Sunni way. Here we searched out, right? This way it would be. Not like this absolute, like another Muslim coming here telling me on my previous live stream, commenting absolute nonsense. This is the devil's way, right? Disputant. And the way the Muslim earlier came on my live stream last night, and before that also, they've been the attacks, the Shia, Haider, Jafar, Muhammad, and Jafar Muhammad, and what's his name? Saqlan Haider. So how are you supposed to cut down the dispute? Do you know that? Do you know how to cut down the dispute? When let's say we disagree on something, a Quran ayat, how do you come together without debating, without disputing? It should be. So it's showing me that you are inspired by the devil. Since you come in a disputant way and you cancel and you come in a ill-mannered way here. So you are not. Moreover, it's not only that I found out that the Quran ayats, from the Quran ayats, that Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet and he must have been inspired by the devil. But that the Muslims coming in this way, the Shias coming in this way, are also inspired by the devil. And so the inspiration coming from the devil to you Muslims who come here and dispute, who want to debate. And is one who was dead and we gave him life and made for him light by which to walk among the people like one who is in darkness, never to emerge therefrom. Okay, pleasing to the disbelievers. And then thus have we placed within every city greatest of its criminals to conspire therein, but they conspire not except against themselves, and they perceive it not. So you're acting like criminals also here, the greatest criminals that God, Allah has described in this. Maybe the polytheist Allah against Prophet Muhammad, the way he stole their ayats inspired by their Allah and put it in this way. What a mess he's created. So thus have you placed leaders in every town. It's not city. I think it's city would be Medina, It's qaryat,
قرية
qaryatin, 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 right? So it must be a town, not a city. Medina is a city. How come the meaning of it has changed here? Greatest. So, and thus we placed in every city greatest criminals. Mujrim miha. Mujrim miha. So that they plot therein. And not they plot except against themselves, and not they perceive. So these Muslims who are rude and all this coming in criminal ways. And when a sign comes to them, they say, never will we believe until we are given like that which was given to the messengers of Allah. Allah is most knowing of where He places His message. This is not the proper answer. They will afflict those who committed crimes, debasement before Allah, and severe punishment will be used to decide. So, yeah, why just choose one messenger, and this messenger hasn't even come up to the level of a messenger, right? Who should be obeyed like Allah, equal to Allah. Surah Nisa ayat 80. So whoever Allah wants to guide, He expands His breast to Islam. And whoever He wants to send astray, I like this. Allah should not want to do such a thing, or will. If the person is willing not to get guidance, it is a separate will of his, that Allah has given him that free will, that choice. But it shouldn't be put like this. Thus, whomsoever, let's see Maududi's translation. Thus, it is a fact that whomsoever Allah wills to guide, He opens His breast for Islam. And whomsoever He wills to, so the Muslims would say here that they will, that's why Allah now wills to let them go astray. Wills to let go astray. Let go astray, or wants to send astray. Two different meanings, right? So let's see what the Arabic word is. He lets him go astray. Okay, if it's He lets him go astray here, then it would be, at least this part would be, lets him. Because here it's showing that this person's will, he wants to go astray. Letting him go astray, is it, let me see the English again. But a little bit of, I let you do this. Okay, you want to do this, you will to do this, but since He's started with His will, it would be wrong to put it this way here. So there are many, many errors in the Quran. So whoever, and contradictions. So whoever wants Allah wants, meaning you read is wills or wants, right? Allah wants, wills, wishes. Allah shouldn't have a wish. But anyways, this is what the Muslim translation of the translator's Quran ayat in English is at times on this word. So a lot of messing up and misusing the words. See, not clear. Is it want? Is it Allah willing? Is it Allah wishing? And in Surah 33 ayat, it's that Allah wishes to remove all evil, all writs from you, abomination, and to purify you with a thorough purification. So some English translators of that Quran ayat, your own Muslim English translators of the Quran ayat, put wishes. Allah shouldn't be wishing. So this also a problem. Can you see it? Allah should not be wishing. Like you have to wish on wishing for something. So since Allah has put, there's a contradiction here. And then He wills, guides. So whom Allah wills to guide, He guides. He expands His breast to Islam. And whoever He wills, you read now again, that He lets him go astray. So again, if He lets him go astray, you would say here, because they wanted to go astray, so He lets him go astray. But the will of Allah is with their will. It shouldn't be. You see? Do you see that the will of Allah, He wants that He lets or wills yudillahu. Yudi. Again, it's yuri. No, there's no yurid. He lets him go astray. Whom He wills. Oh, whom Allah wills. Sorry. So you see, lets him go astray. So if you read the whole sentence here, the whole ayat, this part of the ayat, you see that Allah's will is that he go astray. And then He's blaming him by saying, lets him go astray, because now he wills to go astray, so I let you go astray because you will to go astray. But then Allah says He wills. He Himself, Allah, it's a capital H. So many contradictions. And then Allah places the filth on, even the filth on those who do not believe. Ritz. My goodness. And this is the path of your Lord, straight. We have detailed the verses for a people who remember. Detail them, meaning explaining in detail, so there should be no tafsir explaining, no messenger explaining. This Quran is sufficient, like Umar bin Khattab said after the death of Prophet Muhammad. So now my inclination is towards that, what Umar said, the hadith, the narration that is in history. Ibn Abbas, or who was he who narrated that Umar said the Quran is enough, should be enough. So I see parts of it where Umar is right, that the Quran is enough. Right? And this is the path of your Lord straight. We have detailed the verses, ayats, for a people who remember. Take heed. Heed to admonition. For them will be the home of peace with a protecting friend, because Allah is the protecting friend, whereas Allah in Surah Ma'idah 55 says that not only Allah is your protecting friend, but the messenger and the believers who bow and all this, and the Shias have a different meaning to this in plural, believers, that it was only Imam Ali who is with Allah and the messenger on the same level, your waliyakum, your wali. And here it's waliyuhum, because their protecting friend will be Allah, right? And He, their Lord, and He, Allah, will be the protecting friend, because they used to what to do, like in the abode of peace, they don't need Allah or anyone to be the protecting friend. It's an abode of peace. So this is also, they need a protecting friend, Allah, their Lord, here in this world, not in paradise or in Firdaus or in Jannah, heaven. My goodness, the garden. And mention of Muhammad, the day when he will gather them together and say, O company of jinn, you have many of mankind. You have many of mankind what? So it's misled in, now let's see why Sahih International puts misled in. Oops, sorry, this was a mistake, Dutch system. Mistake, I apologize. Why Sahih International has put misled as Allah eaten, not included this word in the ayat. And the day he will gather all and will say, O assembly of the jinn. I wonder, qala, it didn't say qala, but anyways, O assembly of the jinn, certainly you have, Allah will ask them or say, okay, O assembly of the jinn, certainly you have misled many. You have many. Istakhar. Is istaktartum. Istaktartum. Tum.
استكثرتم
Tum.
استكثرتم.
What is this? Does it have misled? Or it just says you have many of the mankind? Even here, Quran.com, although sometimes Quran.com also makes mistakes and doesn't put the right meaning of the word. But here, why is misled in brackets? Has Allah omitted the word misled in this ayat? So, of the mankind, and we'll say the friends among the men, our Lord profited some of us by others, and we have reached our term which you appointed for us. He will say the fire is the abode forever, you will abide there forever in it, except for what? Wills Allah. Shah. Oh, so now the will is, this Shah is a will also, or want, or you read is want. We saw, I get confused really. So, sorry about this, yeah? So Allah wills, indeed your Lord is all-wise, all-knowing. Allah wills, all of them have put Allah wills, ya Maududi, Allah wills shall escape the fire. Only those whom Allah wills shall escape the fire. Now, isn't this shirk? Misleading another or getting help for profit and all this? Yet, Allah says, fire will be your dwelling place. You will dwell therein forever, except as Allah will it. Yeah, so sha'a is will, maybe you read is want and wish, God knows. And thus we make friends of some, the wrongdoers to others, for what they used to earn. Okay, so here he says, what they used to earn. O company of jinn and mankind, did there not come to you messengers from among you, relating to you my verses and warning you of the meeting of the day of yours? They will say, we bear witness against ourselves. And the worldly life had deluded them, and they will bear witness against themselves that they were disbelievers. That's because your Lord would not destroy cities for wrongdoing while there anything else. Everyone's now, if He wills, Yasha'u. So His will is He can take away. I think I can't guess. Yasha is His will. Definitely His will. Give you succession after you. Oh, sorry. He can do away with you and give succession after you to whomever He wills, just as He produced you from the descendants of another people. As your Lord is the free of need, the possessor of mercy. He is the possessor of mercy. Take away, grant succession. I've got to look at this, do more work on this. And your Lord is sufficient, ghani, self-sufficient, the possessor, dhu of al-rahmati. If He wills, He can take you away and grant succession from after you to whom He wills. He produced you from the descendants of another people. Indeed, what you are promised is coming, and you will not cause failure to Allah. Let me see if Muhammad's succession or can be taken away, his prophethood can be taken away by this ayat. I'm just wondering, since Allah said, right, if he were to fabricate things against us, we would take him by his right hand and cut off his aorta. Say, O my people, work according to your position, for indeed I'm working, and you are going to know who will have succession in the home. Oh, that's in the hereafter. Indeed, the wrongdoers will not succeed. Now, who are the wrongdoers? The wrongdoers are those who try to change the words of Allah. But they cannot, since the word of Allah cannot be changed. Whenever there comes to them a sign from Allah, they say, we will not believe. Let's go up here. I want to give live. Which number ayat? I've forgotten. And the word of your Lord has been fulfilled in truth, and it has been fulfilled in truth and in justice. None can alter his words. Right here, this ayat says no one can alter his words, can change his words. Say, shall I seek for judge other than Allah? When He it is who had sent up unto you the book explained in detail. Also, the book is explained in detail again. They know full well to whom we have given the book, that it hath been sent down from thy Lord in truth. Never be then of those who doubt. To such deceit let the hearts of those incline who have no faith in the hereafter. Let them delight in it, and let them earn from it what they may. Likewise did we make for every messenger an enemy. Now he's made it. Allah has made it. Right? Not that they willed on their own to become enemies. They chose on their own to become an enemy of the messenger, but Allah has made. Now it's like Allah making the imams who lead you to the fire. Jahalna again. Oh my God. You see now, and thus we made for every prophet an enemy. Since Allah has made for every prophet an enemy, they cannot unmake themselves to be not the enemy of a prophet, every prophet. You see this also problem? Allah made for every prophet an enemy, devils. Allah made. There's one thing that Allah creates. Again, this is Surah Anam, right? Go to Surah Anam, ayat 1. Who made the darkness? Zulumati. Allah made the darkness. Allah made the Nur. Allah made the darkness. Allah created everything before that, but Allah made the darkness. So this making, when Allah makes it, no one can undo it. No one can unmake it. You get it? It's like Allah appointing someone. Allah making it even. Not even appointing. Choosing. But when Allah chooses and makes it, then no one can unmake it. Not even this person who has now been made by Allah an enemy of every prophet can undo it. What is see, what am I saying wrong? Tell me. I have, in my previous live streams, proved that when Allah makes something, no one else can unmake it, right? Through other ayats in the Quran. Now this is also terrible. This is unjust of Allah. So the word of Allah has been true and justified in justice, completed, right? Devils from mankind and jinn inspiring to one another decorative speech and delusion. Now, Muhammad could be an enemy of the true Nabi of the, or some of the polytheists, right, at that time. Coming to that, you see, an enemy devils, inspiring moreover, inspiring them, yuhi. This is not conjecture, this is not guesswork. The Quran ayat words are there. They conjectured, they guessed, they assumed. Zana. This is not zana. This is inspiring, some of them to others, from mankind. Right? There's like revelation coming to them. A revelation is inspired, right? And inspiration also. With decorative, the speech, in deception, ghururan. Ghururan, N is, let me just check.
غرورا
Ghurura, N is silent, end in the end. So, but if had willed your Lord, Sha'a, your Lord, not, they would have done it. I wish Allah had willed and not made. They would have not, they would have done it not, ma. Right?
ما
So leave them and what they invent. My goodness. This seems to be from the devil itself. This is not Allah. See how Prophet Muhammad, you cannot trust. You can't trust the Quran. See how you cannot trust the Quran ayats now. I have seeped through, researching, step by step showing you. Allah making devils. From the devil, how is it? And thus we made for every prophet an enemy. Devils. There are shayateen who are working for Suleiman, and Allah is a hafiz over them. He's allowed that to happen. And thus we made for every prophet an enemy. Devils. Right? So this Allah made. No one can unmake it, undo it. Even they, poor people, they are just puppets of this Allah, making them devils, enemies of from the devils. An enemy, devils. Devils from the mankind. And the jinn. So there are devils from mankind and jinns. And Allah has made them. Inspiring also, inspiring some of them to others. In what? With decorative speech and deception also. Forget the decorative speech, right? Look at the deception. In deception. This is a deception. This is a yuhi inspiration from the devils. And had willed your Lord not, they would have done it. If Allah had willed, but if had Allah willed, your Lord willed, not. So, not they would have done it. Okay. Sometimes he says that Allah willed that they go astray, or wants that they go astray. Sometimes he says Allah wills. If Allah had willed, they would not have done it. Now here, forget the will, but look at the making. What kind of a thing are you following and believing and giving your time to and your dedication, your life to? Please see this. This is false. This religion is false. And don't do it. Why would you do it? Ask yourselves. I was in the religion because it was a true religion, right? Once I found out it's a false religion, I left it. Now, how much help do you need in this? So you see, we still have devils. Sorry to put it, in Muslim humankind, there's devils. Also, not only from the jinn. So let's read this ayat and so it is that against every prophet we have set up, made the evil. See, if you read Maududi's English translation, now you will say, I'm wrong. But read the Quran. If you're Arabic, you cannot say that, right? Ja'alna, I've explained, Ja'alna is making, He made darkness. Now when Allah made darkness, Surah 6, Ayat 1, can anyone unmake it? No. Like the ayat, right? If Allah were to, so you see, this inspiration has come to him from Shaitan, the devil. Is there any God? If Allah were to make night continuous, which God of this? Which God? That's why it's the creator term. Which God can, let's see, just quickly, oh God, Surah Qasas, ayat 71 to 72. And He is Allah, there is no deity except Him. To Him is praise in the first and the hereafter, and He is the final decision, and to Him you will be returned. Say, have you considered, if Allah should make for you the night continuous until the day of resurrection, what deity other than Allah could bring you light? Then will you not hear? Right? Tasma'una. Hear. Are you? So hear this. Say, Qul, have you seen if Allah made Ja'ala, right? Here it's Ja'ala. It can be put as Ja'alna or Ja'ala, right? Made or make. So for made, for you the night, continuous, till the day, Yom al-Qiyamah, right? Who is the one, till the day of resurrection? Who is the God, Ilahun, besides Allah, Ghayru Allahi, who could bring you light? Who could bring you light? No one could. Let's put it this way. If Allah made for you the night continuous till the day of resurrection, which God can make it discontinue it? Which God can discontinue the night? No one can. Right? So this is made here, made all Quran corpus. From Quran corpus I had to search earlier on when I was doing this. Same. So we're not going to Taha, we're going to Surah 6, Anam. Bringing it forward. See, this is, oh, here it's we made also. Not make. Ja'alna. Okay, let me show you both the words. What is this? Make. And it's made. Ja'alna, meaning Quran. Oh, Quran word. I put meaning first. Let's see if I get corpusquran.com. Ja'al. Then put made. Ja'ala also is made, and Ja'alna also is we made, right? But here they sometimes put like set up. Will you place? So Allah set up the devils, set up. Even if you take set up, it is Allah who set it up. Now, we invoke. Not we. What is this? Surah 3, Ayat 61. Made it, so makes. Who invokes here? The word's meaning has changed. Then whoever argues with you about it after knowledge has come to you, say, come, let us call our sons and your sons and our women. This is that. For the Shias, they know. Mubahila verse. Made it, so makes. He will set. If Allah were to set the sun, who can make it rise? No one can. This is what it means. Has placed, have made, a point for one word, which could get you, like, you could tell me that I am distorting it, but look, it has many meanings. But if Allah were to do this, to set up, if Allah were to grant, no one else can take it away from you, right? Has made it. Like, Allah says He made, not create, but He even made the darkness. We just have to go to Surah 6 ayat. Let me see if this would be enough for you. Allah doesn't say here He created darkness. Allah says He made zulumati. Ja'ala.
وجعل.
Ja'ala. Okay, made. Can anyone make it Noor? No. Zulumati. So, here is the whole ayat. Praise and thanks be all to Allah. I'm just reading. The one who created, khalaqa, yes, this is created the heavens and the earth, right? created and made the darknesses, Sulamati, and the light, Nur, then those who disbelieved in the Lord equate others with him. Now, tell me another thing. If Allah made the light, he made himself. Not even created. Because in Surah Nur ayat 30, which one is it, 34, 35? Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. Okay, he created the heavens and the earth, but he's made light, Nur. So he's made himself, not created himself. He created the heavens and the earth, but he made himself. Allah is the light. This also. Consider what a thing, right? Allah is making himself, made himself light. So Allah is the light, meaning Allah made himself light. So something is wrong, right? There could be someone else in this who would then say that Allah is the light. Here it says he made the light and he also made the darkness. Can't be himself making it. So there could be another deity here which is chucked out and said this polytheism and other worship of other deities is a sin, unforgivable. All this going on. See how many problems here. So if Allah made for every prophet or even set up for every prophet an enemy, taking Maududi, not Quran.com, word by word transliteration, not Sahih International even made, but taking Maududi and set up. No one can do otherwise. Likewise did we make for every messenger an enemy. Make. Yusuf Ali also uses make in this. See, the Shia say about the Imam that they're made by Allah, Imams, and so they have to be just and without any, like taking Surah Baqarah on Ibrahim, what Allah said to Ibrahim, right? He tested Ibrahim, he made him an Imam after that, and said, when Ibrahim asked him, and of my progeny, Dhurriyat or what? And Allah said, but my covenant does not reach the Zalimeen, the unjust, the wicked, the disbelievers, like that. So this means Allah made Abraham. So this is what the Shias take, this ayat only. They don't take the other ayats where Allah made Imams and they call to the fire. They call people to the fire and they lead people to the fire. Call people to the fire and then they're gone. Shias miss out on that also, have missed out. Right? You want to see this? Allah made Imams who lead to the fire, who lead or invite to the fire. So now some Muslim coming here and telling me that they had the free will in this, right? But once Allah makes Ja'alna or Ja'ala, no one they don't have a free will in it. They say your own Shia religious scholars and all. And a Quran ayat I'm showing you now, that even proves that once Allah makes something, no one can unmake it. Right? Surah 28, ayat 41. And we made them leaders inviting to the fire. Right? So this word made, have to go to Quran.com. Surah 28, Ayat 41.
ويوم
Oops, sorry again. The mistake. So, and we made them. وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ. And we made them leaders. Imatan. This is a plural form of imam. Right? Leaders. Inviting to the fire. Nar is a fire. And on the Allah made them leaders, imams, inviting to the fire. Surah 28, ayat 41. We made them, Ja'alna.
ويوم
Oops.
القيامة وجعلناهم
Allah says, we made them. We, as Him, in His sovereignty. Now, or who else is in the we? Is in the we Jibrail? And all that, then it goes on and on, with a lot of problems. It's not fixed that the only we is in His sovereignty, because there's then there's this ayat that says when we recite it. So the Sunni Shia both, I said, when Jibrail through by the recites. Allah saying when we recite it, then which surah I forgotten, 75 surah number. So this also they've said we is in sovereignty, and then when in this when Allah saying we recite it, it's Jibrail reciting it to the Prophet. You see? When we recite it. So how much they've changed, why they have done this, right? And the Shias even can't. I've pointed out mistakes, right? Many, even in Shia tafsirs and all this, how they did it. Surah 75, is it? Ayat. During the prayers, means of seeking Allah's blessing and protection. Surah Qiyamah it is. So here Allah says, and here it's not in His sovereignty when He says, when we have the power to remold even His fingertips. Here they would say it's in His sovereignty. Man desires to continue in sin. He asks, when is the day of resurrection? Vision is done when the moon darkens, when the sun and the moon are joined together. Man, okay, and then there's no refuge. I think it's 18 ayat. Indeed, upon us is its collection and its recitation. Oh, us. He doesn't say we here. He says us. So who is the us in this? Right? Now he's joined some, no, he says here. It is 18. And when we have recited it, so here it's not in his sovereignty, right? He's joined someone in his we, and that is through Jibrail. So you see, sometimes, so now he's joined Jibrail in his we, not as we in like singular sovereignty, in Allah's sovereignty, like the kings and the queens talk. Address themselves as we. And when we have recited it, then follow its recitation. So here the sovereignty of Allah changes in we to meaning Jibrail. Then that means that Jibrail is joined with Allah in the recitation, or what? Only Jibrail reciting it and not Allah? Then Allah should not have put we. He would have said, so when Jibrail recites it, or the Messenger of Allah recites it, then follow its recitation. Allah has addressed Jibrail as the Messenger of Allah. Rasul Kareem, also in Surah Takwir, ayat 19. So see, things changing. And here they don't see that if Allah, we has changed to Jibrail reciting through Jibrail. Allah reciting through Jibrail, how can it be? And when we have recited it, so at least the sovereignty is cut out. Allah referring to himself as the sovereignty, as a sovereign. So many problems, right? You see, it does. So what they've done, how they've reconciled this. I'm trying to see Maududi's footnote. Although it was Angel Gabriel who recited the Quran to the Prophet, since he recited it on behalf of Allah and not on his own behalf, since he recited it on behalf of Allah and not on his own behalf, of course not. But Allah doesn't even then have to put it we. Maududi has explained. Allah said when we have recited it. Oh my goodness. See how they reconcile. Now, how does Surah 75, ayat 18, how do the Shia tafsir, how do the Shias reconcile in multilingual? Quran for the weak. Lingual Quran. So I'm getting commands, and since it's good to get commands, so good to come every day, not miss a day here. Surah 75, ayat 18. See commentary for verse. Oh goodness, go back to 16. Show 16. Do not move your tongue with it, make haste with it. The collection, recital, and explanation of the Quran is the divine responsibility. It was not left to the imperfect wisdom of man. See commentary of Fatir, Surah Fatir, ayat 32, to know that to fulfill the promise of making clear the meanings of the Quran, Allah has appointed imams in the progeny of the Holy Prophet. Right? Making clear the meanings of the Quran. Now, was Prophet Muhammad reciting it making haste. Nothing of that is mentioned here. Of Surah 75 ayat 60. Do not move your tongue with it to make haste with it. Who is the you? Believers? Prophet Muhammad? Both? Anyways. And the collection, so verses 7, Baqarah. The collection, the recital, and the explanation of the Quran is the divine responsibility. But you see how they've explained it, like it's not clear, right? Allah has appointed imams, and yet He's appointed we just saw in that Quran ayat, Qasas, imams who invite to the fire. Now, can we even trust in this Allah who has appointed these imams from the progeny of the Holy Prophet to, right, making clear the meanings of to make clear the meanings of the Quran? No, we cannot. Not even in this. And however, this verse, Surah 75 ayat 18, therefore when when we have recited it, follow its recitation. Allah is supposed to recite it. You know, like Allah spoke to Moses, at least that is there. Allah spoke to Moses in Surah Taha, in Surah Qasas, and in another ayat, Allah spoke to Moses. Right? So here also we can say that Allah should be reciting it. And they've just, the Shias have put it in such a unclear, ambiguous way. No clear. So I need to get what the Sunnis say is more clear, direct, like the Jibreel recited it on behalf of Allah, because, and so it is the response. So this would be like, oh, it's the Allah saying, therefore since Allah saying, therefore when we have recited it, means it's just the responsibility of Allah for the Quran to be recited, or what are they trying to say? I'm trying to get this, let's see, it's quite a little bit difficult for me. Allah saying we have recited it. When we recite it, or when we have recited it, follow its recitation. Is Allah saying when Jibreel has recited it, or when the Imam, or when Prophet Muhammad has recited it, or it is my responsibility to see that the recital is, then Allah should have put it in that way. See how much change they've brought to these Quran ayats, my God. I mean, it's a crime. Allah says they distort the Jews. Allah has blamed the Jews, the Christians, distorting their scriptures with their mouths and all this, changing the meaning from its place. Right? Changing the meaning, God knows what. But those who wrong changed to a statement other than that which had been said to them. Right? Look at this Quran ayat. Surah 2 ayat 59. But change those, okay, I can't make it smaller. But change those who wronged the word of Allah meaning, then other than which was said to them. So we send down upon those who wronged a punishment. So these are people before, they could be Jews, Christians, right? Ahl Kitab. And remember, We said, enter this town and eat of the plenty therein, that you wish, and the humility, and these are the Moses' time people, or manna and quails, yeah. Okay, Bani Israel. So, what did they do? Those who wronged changed to a statement other than that which had been said to them. So Allah should make sure that the Shias, the Sunnis, the Muslim believers should not be, the followers of Prophet Muhammad, should not be changing to a statement other than that which has been told to them, revealed to Prophet Muhammad. But so, but this is what has happened here also, right? And there is for you a legal life, people understanding, become righteous. Prescribed for you death of prayer. Other than the statement. Where is it? This is also Surah Baqarah. And also, their doom is because Allah sent down the book in truth, but those who seek causes of dispute in the book are in a schism far. Now, Muslims blaming each other for this. They are the ones who buy error in place of guidance and torment in place of forgiveness. Ah, what boldness for the fire. So much fire and torment. Those who conceal Allah's revelations in the book and purchase for them a miserable profit, they swallow into themselves naught but fire. Those who conceal Allah's revelation in the book. Okay, penalty. So look, and those who, so much can be done by on Allah's book, Allah's words. Those are the ones who have exchanged guidance for error. And look at the punishment, fire. And how Allah puts it, enduring the fire, endure. That is because Allah sent down the book in truth. Indeed, those who differ over the book are in extreme dissension, veered far away from the truth. Schism, far, shiqaq. Those who differed in the book. Who are they? What do the Sunnis say about this? No footnote. So many warnings, still it's happened. With the Muslims. Or you are on this book, Kitab. Or you have believed prescribed for you legal retribution. Anything else? No. So this is Surah 2, ayat, which one was it? (176) ayat of Surah Baqarah. That is because Allah revealed the book with the truth, and indeed those who differed in the book are in surely schism far. Right? They are in schism far. And will they be in the fire? So this book also, in truth, this book, Kitab, that is because Allah has sent down the book in truth. He sent down the Kitab in truth. Is it a book he sent down? I thought he sent down revelations. So we have to take the Ismaili side now, that this wasn't a book. Kitab, what Kitab means now. And indeed, those who differ over the book are in extreme dissent. Ikhtilaf, who differed in the book. So among Muslims, there's this difference about this book, about this, right? Among Muslims. And so which Muslim now has the gall to come up and tell me that I'm this and this is absolute nonsense they were showing, proving through step by step through the Quran ayahs. Huh? When you yourselves, Allah is saying, differed about this book, this Quran. Kitab, Allah calls it, right? Allah calls it Al-Kitab. But if you call it a written book, then Allah has not sent down a book. Anyways, but through revelation, okay, make a book. But it wasn't even completed at the time of Prophet Muhammad in written text. You know, the Ismailis have given us that from their side, the history. Prophet Muhammad's lifetime, this was not a written book, completed, compiled, and all that. So those who differed are in schism far. And schism is not good, right? And they have ikhtilaf about the book. They themselves, the Muslims. But Allah is saying that is because Allah revealed the book with the truth, bil haqqi, and the Shia say that Quran is with Ali and Ali is with the Quran. So, and Ali is with Haqq and Haqq is with Ali. So with the truth, and indeed those who differed, ikhtilaf, in the book. In the book differed? About the book differed, right? About this book. In the book. Yani they are of this book, they are in the book. What is this going on? Let me see, I don't know. Who differ over the book. Dispute in the book. Yusuf Ali, their doom is, Yusuf Ali has put it in brackets, making it easier. So your doom is because Allah sent down the book. Muslims, those of you who differ among Muslims, you know, like about this, the ayats and all. Send down the book in truth, but those who seek causes of dispute, Yusuf Ali puts it, causes of dispute in the book are in a schism far. Now how Yusuf Ali has put this. And how Allah has brought it. So they have to correct Allah. Right? The book with truth. And indeed those who differed in the book. Not even about the book or of the book. Those who differed about the book, it should be. Not in the book, they differed. They differed what is in the book. And not like, okay, cause of dispute. They just differed. There's no cause of ikhtilaf. They were differing, disputing in the book. No, about the book. Surely in schism are far. In schism far. Surely in schism far. Are. Oh God. Allah can't even bring it properly. Put an ayat properly, like there's so many mistakes. They have to put in brackets and all this. It's not because in Arabic it should be like this, no. Not that. So you Muslims, possibility, right? Shia, Sunni. See, there are differences in tafsir, differences and all this. Now we leave it for now. See how much you, Surah Baqarah ayat 176. Sunni Muslims are saying we're right about the interpretation of this Quran ayat. Shias are saying we're right about the interpretation. This is the way, and but there's a difference between them. And now they can both come here and attack the ex-Muslims, right? And both unite in that and beat the hell out of us, right? Can you believe this? These are the shaitans that Allah said, the friends of shaitan, the friends of shaitan. Because they're yuhi, the inspiration has come from the devils to them. Both of them, Sunni and Shia. If they do this here, like the way they come here, right, then definitely it's, and I have ample evidence of this. So this also, so sorry, I have to say this now, it's too much. When the Sunnis have been told, but they don't even follow their own methods of this in religion. Where I opened it, you don't single matter. So, terrible. Yeah, they don't even follow their own. So that makes me feel that that ayat about the devils inspired, the friends, and being disputant and all this, wanting debates and personal attacks and all this should not even be from the Sunni side, Muslim Sunni side, like that. For us ex-Muslims here, so they're not even abiding by their rules. See this, also this. What manners are really gone, rudeness, huh? And blaming the ones who are doing such. I mean, me in my condition, although the Tom Holland, was it, or where's the Qibla? He's gone out and seen and measured and the doors of the masjid to see if it is is facing the Qibla, or the masjid is facing the Qibla. Many have done a lot of work, research out on the field. And what do we get? And I have, because I can't do that kind of research, I'm not able to even eat here. I'm so hungry right now. But I had to come here. And what do we get from these? Look at them. At Ibrahim Sailji, 307, talking absolute nonsense. Because the name is a Muslim name. Please follow your religious manners. And there are some who know that this is her weakness. And they come and they say, oh, we are being respectful. You are the one who is raising her voice and getting angry and aggressive and all this. Violent. You get it? It's so this is, they exploit, they manipulate, they maneuver you, knowing that your voice will be raised. Covert narcissists do this. Psychopaths do this. Gaslighters do this. You are disrespecting the honesty, the sincerity by way my research, the way I'm showing here of my research and all this, and you're telling me, oh, you are the one getting angry. This is what a lot of covert narcissism, or what is cruel, just cruel people. Now they've named them, but I don't know. Like sometimes, oh, they're good with the ones who they love or want or need, and when they need something from you, they're good. Yeah, and they're also very giving. They will give in monetary form, but emotionally they'll drain you. They'll make you doubt yourself. They won't let you believe in yourself. They won't cheer you when you're doing good in life and succeeding. They just would bring you down in ways many that it will take another live stream. Just wicked people, cruel, wicked, ill-mannered, rude people, and they show that, oh, they're so good. Growing up with such people also I have. Yeah, now I'm seeing. It took a long time to realize this. Okay, I have to go now. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And I leave you with this. I really appreciate your time and attention. And please leave Islam. It is because what I show you, if you can, I will tell you to leave Islam as I did, seeing that it is a false religion and it has many dangers and all this following it. You lose out a lot. And on fear, why should you have this fear? You should do good because of goodness' sake, and not have the fear that Allah will put you in hell for someone else to do good. It should come from within you, the good, doing of good. The feeling for someone in pain should come from within you, not out of fear. Okay? So this.
We'll be back. Until then, thank you so much.